Schönen guten Morgen, ich bin dann der Prof von Luxembourgish with Anne. And here is the Wochenlektion. And here is your weekly lesson. This lesson is again about the accusative case, but I will concentrate here on the prepositions and only the prepositions which require us to always use the accusative case. Now, what are prepositions? Well, prepositions are little words that link a noun to the rest of the sentence. Examples of English prepositions are, for example, for, on, without, about, until, and there are many more. And this is the case as well in Luxembourgish. Now, they are those little words you don't even notice you are using, but which completely change the meaning of the sentence. Now, using Luxembourgish prepositions is quite difficult because of our case system. So when you have a preposition in a sentence, you must always think, must I use the dative case or the accusative case? Because these prepositions affect the case of the noun that follows the preposition. Now, we have two kinds of accusative prepositions. We have the prepositions which always require us to use the accusative case, and we have the so-called two-way prepositions. Now, depending the verb we use, we can use the accusative or the dative case. But in this lesson, I will only concentrate myself on the 7 prepositions which require us to use the accusative case. Remember that you can read the full transcript of this lesson on my webpage luxembourgishwithanne.lu, and on my webpage you can as well discover the online courses I offer. For example, I have an online course for absolute beginners called Easy Luxembourgish Level 1. You can as well learn the Luxembourgish pronunciation with my other online course, and I have an online course especially for those who want to take in the upcoming future the Luxembourgish test, so to acquire the Luxembourgish citizenship. Okay, so bereit für die Lektion? Are you ready for the lesson? Dann los! Let's start with the preposition bis. Now listen to me and repeat after me for the correct pronunciation. Bis. Beispiele, examples. Bis Sonntag. This means see you on Sunday. Bis Sonntag. Ein anderes Beispiel, another example. Dieser Bus fährt bis auf der Kirchbirch. Dieser Bus fährt bis auf der Kirchbirch. Notice that bis is often used in combination with a preposition, like in the second sentence here, dieser Bus fährt bis op the Kirchbirch. Next preposition, vier. Now, fear is very often used, so remember that fear always take the accusative case. Beispiele, examples. Ein schönes Kado für dich. Now listen and repeat after me. Ein schönes Kado für dich. So here, dich is the personal pronoun you. Of course, when you talk only to one person, to someone you know well or someone who is younger than you or in an informal situation. So for you will then be für dich. Mein Mann schafft für eine große Firma. Mein Mann schafft für eine große Firma. Now you see that the indefinite article eng is in the accusative case. Let's move on with durch. So pronounce it durch. Beispiele. Wir müssen durch die Stadt fahren. Wir müssen durch die Stadt fahren. Ein anderes Beispiel, another example. Oh, der Schaf geht nicht durch dir. Oh, der Schaf geht nicht durch dir. Please note for the correct pronunciation, when you have a word like dear, so this is a feminine word, then you have to use a definite article t. We pronounce only one d, so you would say dear and not d, dear. Okay, let's move on with the preposition gained. Gained, Beispiele. Ich spiele gained ich. Ich spiele gained ich. So here, ich is the plural form of you. If now you want to say that you play against you and it's only one person, or it is in an informal situation, you would say ich spiele gained dich. Great. Ein anderes Beispiel. Ich hun etwas gained dein Freund. Ich hun etwas gained dein Freund. The next preposition is only. So pronounce it only. Beispiele. Gehst du ohne mich an de Kino? Gehst du ohne mich an de Kino? So without me will always be only mich. Mich is the personal pronoun. Another example. Ohne hierhin sind wir zu 6. Now listen to the correct pronunciation and repeat after me. Ohne hierhin sind wir zu 6. The next preposition is ronderem. Ronderem. Beispiele. Examples. Den Hund aus ronderem Eis gesprungen. Den Hund aus ronderem Eis gesprungen. Wir sind ronderem de See getrippelt. Wir sind ronderem de See getrippelt. And here is the last preposition which always requires us to use the dative case. This is Beispiel. Wir kommen den 2. Januar zurück. Wir kommen den 2. Januar zurück. So, these were the 7 prepositions which always require us to use the accusative case. Well, I know, this sounds like a nightmare. How on earth are you meant to remember those prepositions? Because they are not the only prepositions. Well, I'm not going to lie, it's hard. But learning phrases with accusative prepositions in them is an excellent way to learn which case they take. So you always have a phrase to refer to if you can't remember off the top of your head. So for example, you might learn the phrase Ich hun etwas für dich. Ich hun etwas für dich. I have something for you. From dich, so the word dich, you will always know that für takes the accusative. If it were dative, it would be dir. Okay? Let's finish this lesson with an exercise. Übung. I will give you some sentences. You will have to find the correct preposition and of course the correct article or personal pronoun. Prêt? Dann los. Wir gehen Busch. So we walk through the forest. Busch is a masculine noun. So which preposition will you use and which article? I give you some time to think. Hopefully you've got wir gehen durch de Busch. So durch means through and Busch is masculine, so you use the masculine definite article den. And of course you have to apply the N rule. So wir gehen durch de Busch. Next sentence. Da das Sarah. This is for Sarah. Hopefully you've got da das für Sarah. Für Sarah. Remember that in Luxembourgish we always use a definite article before a first name. Next sentence. Wir reisen Hund. We travel without the dog. And Hund is masculine. This is wir reisen ohne den Hund. Next Beispiel. Mein Mom lädt sein Arm schüllern. My mother puts her arms around my shoulders. This is mein Mom lädt sein Arm runderem mein schüllern. So around my shoulders runderem mein schüllern. And the last sentence. Hat geht Eltern an die Vakanz. She goes without her parents on holiday. This is hat geht ohne sein Eltern an die Vakanz. Hat geht ohne sein Eltern an die Vakanz. But there's another sentence, sorry. Wir haben ein Kado. We have a present for them. So how would you say for them? Yes, this is wir haben ein Kado für sie. Wir haben ein Kado für sie. I hope that you find this lesson helpful. Now, if you think you would need some personal lessons, you need a program, you need a personal language coach, you need someone to push you and to correct you in your Luxembourgish learning, then email me at anne@glift.lu and I am here to assist you on how to learn Luxembourgish in a way that best suits you. Okay? Merci fürs Nachgucken. Thank you for watching. Adi.